that
Sure.
at the top then all of it, right?
Okay.
I'm like, she got
Because
caught.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
she got caught.
So I know I have a bunch of students who they were able to correctly tell time on an analog clock, which was our first learning target, but the second learning target, or no, swap. They were able to do the digital clock, they were unable to do the analog clock. So I have a good load of children that
four of those.
struggle with the first learning target.
So I think that's a big group.
Okay, so
Yes to digital, struggle with analog.
yes, I have a large
I
portion.
separated them out a little bit.
Or like they
Because I
missed
have,
only
like,
one,
they
like they
got-
missed to the
yeah,
half
to
hour,
the
that
hour,
was the
but
one,
missed it to the
half hour.
hour,
Yeah, so I can break that down to even further.
And I have a group of 1, 2, 3, 4,
Are these the all?
5, 6,
Are
7
these-
who did
Those
12,
ones
30,
were,
and
they got
7,
the whole
6
top wrong and the bottom was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
The digital clock correct.
So they got digital correct, and then these guys put 12:30,
Yeah, I have a whole group of 12, 30.
and then
Me too.
and then
Yeah.
2:30.
Oh man, I
thirty.
knew, okay.
I have 7 of them.
Wow.
Who wrote 12:30 instead of 6.
Okay, put that there.
So that's like,
Okay,
And
hold
these
on, that's
two
a good.
just got,
I have some more like
1:30
this
wrong.
though. Like,
I have a 21:30.
like these ones.
I know, so
as well.
that's
No,
what's
that's like
like,
almost, they can do it on an analog clock to the hour, but not the
But
half
not to
hour.
the half hour, yeah. Yeah, I have one of those too.
This is
That'll be that group.
digital clock. We have a can do it on a digital clock, but not,
I do not have any of those.
and this is,
This is like, I can't do it on a digital clock, so.
we
I
do
have
it on a
to-
digital clock and not on the
this is
analog
just
clock?
can't.
This is the can't, like,
Oh,
neither one.
That was one of the, she was talking about,
what'd you say?
the ones that can do it on a digital but not on the analog.
That's what
Oh,
this
yeah,
one is.
that's
This is like the,
This.
Yeah.
And that right
Right,
there
that's
is
This
neither
is
one.
Joseph and
We
Katie
need
and
to
neither one.
Annabelle.
These are- I had 2 kids, they got a couple right on analog clock and digital clock.
I
I would still
put
put them down
here.
here.
And then, okay,
Cause we
Where
gotta
they
learn how to
got-
read a digital clock
uh-huh.
before we compute.
Because I have a couple that I think just weren't paying attention,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I still put them in this group
Okay.
because they.
These are all
They
wrong.
need to learn how to listen to what we're asking.
So these ones were, the only
This is
thing they
all
had
wrong
wrong was
analog.
12:30 instead
Yeah.
So
of.
that's
Or like
Like-
some,
here.
It's not
Both
just the
of
half
these-
hour, it's
Yeah.
like the, okay.
yeah, this is just 12:30.
Okay. You didn't even do that.
She just wrote the frustrated. Oh,
Ew.
this is the magic one that we don't know what it is, but it's alright. So whoever
There
it
was
is
from
to
your
the.
class? From your group?
My sweat,
Yeah, I know, I think it.
Okay, I think these are all half hours. No.
I have mine with
Push to
Jacob,
the-
so it's not mine.
Wait,
I'll
what is,
figure it out.
This is 12:30 is wrong, this is to the half hour,
Mhm.
or this is just 12:30 is wrong, this is
This
they
is-
wrote
They wrote
12:30
12:30
instead of 6
instead of 6.
o'clock. This is the half hour is wrong.
This
Okay.
is,
This is,
we need to learn how to use it
or analog is wrong, and this is
digital.
digital and analog are.
Yeah.
21:30.
what about this one, 6:12?
Yeah, I was still.
Just leave her there.
6:12.
6:12.
you might wanna put Mia's last name on that, cause I don't know that I put my Mia's
I
last
can always
name.
tell her by the fishtail A.
Well, I may not be able to.
I didn't write my last name on it, but I know what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't write Ava's last name on mine.
Okay.
So that's 5 groups. They look actually
There you
pretty.
go.
They look, good. Yeah,
It
pretty
looks,
even.
it looks pretty even right now.
Yeah, they do.
Let's, what are we, Hamilton and London. That's 15.
I just grabbed his account.
I did too.
Oh, okay.
Eight.
12.
30, 31,
Oh.
30,
Okay, these could
Are
almost.
those the correct?
33 all correct. I would say I.
Yeah, this is 8, and what did I say, 15, so
Yes.
that could just
Yeah, that's fine.
be a group of start back at the beginning,
Okay.
Okay, this is.
and then split this,
Yeah.
and this is all right?
All right.
Okay.
You're
these are the,
high needs in this group.
I mean, I've had 22
Okay.
in that group already, so I can just keep them. It's probably the same 22 people. We've been doing 22. I can do it.
this is 12.
So maybe like
12. This is what,
I mean, we
31.
have another CFA at the end of this week.
Yeah.
So we could really just do this.
Like with
for
the
a
groups we already
week.
have,
Mm-hmm.
or for the
Well,
week,
we could regroup
Yeah.
and do this just for the week,
and then we'll
and then
try
Right.
to do it again on Monday.
reshuffle on Monday.
Right,
And
yeah.
we'll maybe even out a little
Even
bit
out.
better.
yeah, this is, these are not,
How
for a
many
lot
is
of them,
this?
it's not something to set on for a lengthy
Because the
amount of
next
time.
CFA
They'll be-
is time
And
and
shape,
shape,
right,
so
yeah.
that'll help
Yeah.
break down the groups even further. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so just split this.
I feel like they're gonna get it pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that these
Yeah.
kids will
They-
mostly be here. We just
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
one for
I mean, you think about it, they learned it for 1 week, like, yeah.
It's
so-
really
And
Six
not
o'clock,
even,
yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
we did it for what, 3 days?
3 days,
Because
yeah.
we had field trips, so.
Oh, yeah, true.
What resources do we have to help reteach this?
So we do have the little Judy clocks,
Mhm.
big Judy clocks.
Yes.
Judy Clark.
Judy clocks.
There's also toy theater online that have like
Yes.
digital ones.
Yeah. I've used that before.
It's what?
Toy
You know,
theater?
Or our smart boards probably have them
Yeah.
too.
They,
Yes.
yes, they do.
I know Toy Theater does both, like analog and digital. I didn't have enough time to play with it, but I know that it was doing really random, not just an hour and a half hour, so we have to see if they can, if you can
I
narrow that
I
down.
think that we have a Reagan Tunstall thing that's.
I think it
fine.
does have time in it.
Also.
I'm kind of trying to make that like go with Everett, so
Mm.
it's kind of like that's what I'll do.
So that's,
Just like
oh,
this is
how many
Everett.
is that? 15 and 8. I know, but Hamilton and Devon are gonna be in that group also. I mean, I'm not worried about you, but
I know
I'm
what
just
you're
saying, I know, I'm just saying. Okay, who's, then this would be you. This,
So are we all just
this would be. Right?
Yeah.
Just keep the group like that.
so then we are gonna work on time to the hour. I'm gonna work on time to the
Yeah.
hour.
I am working on,
Ooh, I've never had
yep,
such a
time
So,
to the hour.
For the kids that have time to the hour and half hour, is the next step quarter hour?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. Or like to the 5
Or-
minutes.
Yeah.
5? Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And maybe even writing them in words, like knowing to do
Mhm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
not just numbers.
Okay.
Or, right, I mean, I guess it depends on how long we stay on this, but we could also do elapsed time,
Mm.
Yeah.
Good.
cause that is hard for them.
I think that would be a good thing for like the next time,
Yeah.
like when we do shapes and
Yeah.
time, if they have shapes and
Yeah,
time to
then
like.
that's what
practice
they
and
can do,
do.
yeah.
Okay.
Who do you have over there? We need to look at that time.
Oh, I can put my kids in.
I'll do that.
To the, on an analog clock, yeah, and then mine is at the half hour. Well, mine is really just
Trying to
to
get to
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do. Yeah. That's fine. Do we wanna put these in now or do we wanna sort?
Let's
Yeah,
sort,
like-
sort, yeah, like.
Hold on, so you have mine as time to half hour, but they also,
Just do both, like we could do hour and half hour.
given this group of kids, they'll probably get to the hour really
Pretty
quickly with
quickly.
another refresher, so yeah, that's
This is my all right, I'm counting this, but I think that was a stupid name, so that's my all right. And then we need, what, balloting,
Everything correct?
Yeah.
our controls. Well, are we doing like an inflectional
Ending.
ending? That's basically what.
All of those are,
Yeah.
I would say, like, all right, inflectional endings, vowel teams, are controlled, whatever else. Yeah, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So just need, so based on what they were, just inflectional endings, right? Okay.
So if we miss. if
What were we
miss
saying, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5? You can go to the next one?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
So.
What about them versus theme?
I would just say
That's the
like,
only one that's still 4 out of 5, so I would.
I would say they would probably go up to the next.
Okay, so like, would she go to all right then?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Cause she had one wrong for each of those.
Yeah, it's like,
I
her
think
too.
so though, because she can probably get.
Figure
like,
that out, like
Yeah.
pain.
Especially if it's in a sentence or something,
Sorry.
like, we need to know when it's not
Okay.
isolation.
So like, we only have diagrams. I mean, do I put her in the lowest group? Or do we put her
I would put her
here?
a lot of our controlled.
I do too.
Yeah, this is vowel team. Okay.
So I know Wayland's looks incomplete, but that was due to the day, so he's our control though. Just whoever takes that group and goes with that.
There's our controlled, so I don't know this one.
Vowel team, vowel team.
So
Oh,
we are,
sorry,
so we
yeah,
are
yeah.
doing it like, if this is all right, we're gonna put them with all right,
Yeah,
cause it's,
I think so.
And then,
we're gonna be able to break that down.
Okay, this is
We're definitely gonna be able to have a wide group and
vowel
a,
consonant.
Yeah, vowel consonant E.
I guess
Yeah,
it
but
would be
this feels
one.
like a different group. You know, than this is not, he is not, we are
No,
not doing
they're
vowel
not
consonant.
there.
it's not.
They're not,
We need like,
they can't do it, like, they're not ready for any of this, but
No.
they do have to go somewhere.
Right, but they are also not ready for any of this. So this is like a vowel consonant E group,
Okay, we'll just move them.
and this could maybe just go with, like, maybe Ashley has her own group entirely.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So they're
Like
not
before.
coming, you know, like, it's not, we start all together in my room and then
it's
split,
not
but it's like,
just like a
Mhm.
separate.
just a separate group of,
So vowel
Yes.
consonant E.
no, this is vowel consonant E, that is, yeah. Yeah, oh.
Alright.
I would put
Where's
him
our control?
Right
here.
Where's her control?
No, this
I'm
is
having a hard
vowel
time reading it.
Like, this is
Right.
Dane
Our
vowel
control,
consonant.
where's vowel
Right,
consonant?
he
They
doesn't
all
need to
have
be
three.
like,
But like 4, 3, 2.
yeah.
Like, I would really try to.
Like, he knows
Yes,
diagrams.
I
Yes.
want to.
And this is like the doesn't know
And
diagram
like-
sequence.
That's probably to our control network. I didn't do that, but we don't need to be in vowel consonant E anymore. I know that they know how to do it.
That's like
Okay,
him,
we've got
I know
We
he
read vowel consonant E.
Yeah.
We've got,
You got, no, I would
Like
not
most
put
of
it
it's
down.
already-
no, cause he just,
Yeah.
he's not that low.
Maybe put, or,
I don't know if you want to put them in the all right group.
That's the I.
He could,
Yeah.
he could do that,
I would say.
for sure.
Mhm.
That one. Because also too, because of him being in speech,
Yeah.
like,
Those are
that,
single.
that was, this blend is very
Oh,
difficult for
yeah.
him. He,
But I know that he
I
can
can't
do it.
remember now if he got it. Oh,
Oh, you can really, really try, look at that term, right? And you got
Sorry
vowel.
is vowel consonant E. She don't, she's,
With teaching.
that's just,
Mhm.
Oh.
yeah, he also is like, he was like able, he just, I know,
Broken team.
yeah.
But it's not right to send them all the way back.
No. Okay, these are. Mackenzie.
LT, those are there. This group got bigger.
Art control.
Those. No, those just. Oh my gosh, we're like, we have the multi things, it's so weird.
I mean, we could make labels.
A lot of people.
What is that?
It's
Is
just
that
12, but it's still like really
It's
two
a lot of,
groups.
it's a lot of.
It's two
It
groups.
is.
It's,
That, we
it's
always
a,
find
like,
that group being two groups.
Mhm.
And this
Yeah, but
is
we already
in,
have them broken apart 6 ways, we
Right.
don't have people for 7,
For
but
seven,
this
you
really
don't.
is like a
We need some
letters
Mhm.
and a
Absolutely.
And these are both
CBC.
correct.
Yeah.
Digraphs and blends maybe.
This is
Yes.
ending, this is Val teams.
So
No,
then
no,
maybe
this
do
is
we bump
ending.
some
This
of
is
those
Val- this is
people
Val
up?
teams, that's all
Okay.
right.
And let them like
Try.
flounder a little bit
Who's
for
in
the
it?
exposure.
Who's in it? I wonder.
Mackenzie, Ethan, Grayson, Messiah, Eamon, Melina, Joseph, Hamilton, Navon, Manny, Kaylani, Chanel.
Yeah, that is so. They're very polar opposite.
Yeah,
Not polar opposite, but like they're just.
Messiah could do better, yes,
He's been with
in the
me at
Valcon
our-
City.
Yeah, we should be at Val Consolina, like, he's been in our control group with me for,
He didn't get a single one there, not one.
Mm.
cause he reads them for me like every single day. I mean, I feel like some of those could
Go
move
up
their way
and
up a little bit.
Flounder, yeah, like you said. No.
So if you had another person, would you split that group into two, or would you like two people do that one group? How would you?
Well, the way it's been is Ashley and I do it, and we start together and we do letter sounds and Haggerty together, and then we split apart, and she does digraphs with one group, and I do letter sounds,
Mhm.
CBC with another group. But now we're at the point where that we really need like an even a seventh person, like, which we don't have.
I would go.
So, up,
Mhm.
okay.
To pull the ones that are still like on the,
That are still like,
they're not moving.
nothing is independent yet, yeah,
Yeah.
up, yeah.
Hmm.
No,
And really too, if you just like tried to keep them all together, they
To
behaviors
Valcon
too would
City,
yeah,
hinder
yes, okay.
Mhm.
what you're trying to do. So.
cause it's frustrating.
I
because-
would
but
be
she
happy
does,
to,
oh,
like,
she could bring me a
help
whole
with-
passage, But then when she looked at that,
I'm
she,
not here every day, but like being able to come in and like provide some support
We also have
for-
to
I really do.
think about how this group has 40 children in it, so it has to be two
I
groups,
put it in Valcon.
Okay.
which is great. I
It
love
is
that there's
great.
40 first graders who got them all right.
Yeah, that's pretty
But,
awesome.
like the first time we tested Val teams or election endings, having 40.
Yeah.
I feel like this,
Because when we made this CFA, all I heard was, this is hard, this is challenging. Bell teams and endings. Yeah.
yeah, I think that will work.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how many is this? This is, I think that's like 6 or something. So they can.
Just a little randomizer over here.
Yeah. Randomized.
It's good to break them up a little bit.
Yes.
This is 17.
Got an article.
This is 15, this is 17.
So that should be perfect, right?
No.
This will be
So this
20.
is ending.
So then do we want Ashley to do this? I mean, this is, that's a group right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
got them
I
right
need
now.
to give her that.
Mm.
And these kids, she probably pulls most of them.
Mhm.
Manny, Kaylani, Chanel, Hamilton, Devon, Haven, Mackenzie. Like, they almost just need to start back over with like scholastics cards.
Yeah,
And,
front
like,
card
for the third time.
Yeah.
Cause you did them,
I did them, you did them, yes.
Start again, the card one.
Do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Because-
also too, like, there's a lot of them that they just don't retain short, vowels being short or long or whatever, like, they just don't retain it day to day. So it's like, you want to start it over, cause you don't wanna leave them in the dust with moving on, but then the third time, just start it over. You know, like, but it's such a great resource, like, it hits all the things that you need to hit, it's just,
I mean,
it's just what do you do?
I'll do it. We want a teacher to do it.
I mean, I will too, but
Then we'd have
Oh,
to
it's not
approve
like
the other groups.
doing it thing,
no,
it's
I
just
think
the,
she's
Yeah,
great to do it.
yeah.
we'll just have to think of something for her to do. Or we'll just have to.
Yeah.
She can do the cards again.
Yeah,
I
she
just,
can.
I
I
think
just,
the cards may just, because
And we could even like
You fly is
pull.
too hard.
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
I tried it.
yes.
We can pull all of our cards together, like,
yeah.
or it's like
There's
two.
just 7 kids,
Yeah,
we just
so
need
we just
one.
need
Yeah.
2 boxes,
And
and like they can actually have the actual card.
the.
They may have their own
what
set,
are those other
like,
ones
yeah,
The
called?
tutors probably
Those
have
books
theirs.
that we have, those are too hard,
Um,
even the very
The
first
flyleaf?
ones.
No.
Flyleaf, yeah, yeah.
No.
It's all like,
Yeah,
I mean, we did a short vowel sort and that was about
a
took us
lot.
out.
Yeah.
So,
That's, yeah.
but this will also have at least probably 2 paras.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
for Hamilton and Devon. Or really, it's like for Hamilton and Devon and for Damon.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's gonna go in this. Normal way.
Okay.
Like the Bible spoken one. This is like, I've literally traveled with this group all year. You know, like every time we meet up, it's like, oh, hello, we're all back together again. So literally missing.
I don't care what I get.
I mean, I'll take a different one, but
Some
if they want it, I don't care. I was just grabbing one.
I'll take our control.
Yeah, I have
Fine.
our control for like 700.
I
minutes.
have not done that yet.
Like, I'm
So-
so tired.
Three,
I've taught it like 3 times.
5, 6. Oh yeah, these are the kids I have now.
You want a battle team? Or not a
that's
battle team,
what you
that's
got.
a.
That's a, you
This
got
is
everything
a-
right.
Everything,
right.
Yeah, that's fine. Not a battle team, they're battle teams right now, like what we call them right now, but yeah, they're like a.
Yeah,
they're-
but they are
they're-
honestly,
they're-
they're like, they need to do comprehension.
I was gonna say
Right,
their
that's what-
comprehension is
these are
what
like
they
those
are.
passages could
yeah.
be really good.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
like at one,
So I'm out of like the primary,
yeah, so
the
I'll
pond
send you
ones.
that thing and.
Yes, thank you,
Cause there's so
because-
many of them that you
Yeah.
can just
Mhm.
read.
They were like, we've
talk
done
about
Mother
it,
Teresa
right.
before, but they were like, we didn't do this activity.
There you
with
go.
Mother Teresa. And I was like, well, there you go, we're doing something different.
What else what should I put for their like?
Why not comprehension? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what they are able to read
They are able to read.
99.9%. Yeah. Which is what's funny.
How exciting that we have so many kids in
Yeah,
this.
It is
At that
so
point, though.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
In March.
Like,
we have
figure out
that
what you
many
wanna
kids.
read.
Well, a lot of them have been like that too, like.
We're also in the point in the year where some of these kids that are struggling are gonna just, it's gonna click.
Yeah.
Like, we just are, it's
That's
that
the thing,
weird
like, this
turning
group-
point.
We'll also probably, hopefully by the time we do a next CFA, like be with everybody, I know how to read all the things.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes, we wanna just put kids in.
And then do we wanna do, switch tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Ava, this is